Hey everybody, what's up? This is the PokerStars Summer Daily Challenge episode number 17. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. And you might have already seen this little beautiful item, which is, I don't know if you can see it, it says, the light is in the way, Team Online Battle Winner. Yes! That's me. That's yours truly. I did it. I shipped my very first bigger tournament against two of the most successful cash game players, Ike and Lex, which was awesome. Yeah, it does really feel awesome this way. I mean, I wouldn't have expected it. The challenge was about, I talked about this briefly in the previous videos. It was about a German trivia quiz, which I won. Then Lex won the magic trick portion of the event, which is really tough and tricky. And kudos to him, and really much respect for him being able to perform a trick that he was told by Jan Heitmann, who was showing us that little card trick. And we had to perform it in front of the audience, just having seen it a couple of times and not really having practiced at all. So he did a great job, I must admit. And then we had this casino obstacle course, which I won. But I'll tell you more about that stuff in an upcoming blog entry, and there will be a PokerStars video on the party in Hamburg. So yeah, you can check that out, and you'll be having all the infos and pictures and interviews from that party and from that Team Online battle. I hope you guys shipped something in the all-in shootout. So this trophy is coming to the Grinding It Up collection. I just put it up right there next to Olivia. Also, I don't know if you see it, or if you can actually see it from there. Olivia has a Supernova badge now, which used to be my wristband for the party. So she has that now. That was also the wristband that Todd once got. But, well, anyways, enough talk. Let's put it up there with the rest of the items. And let's get started on today's challenge. Right, so today's challenge is going to be play 15 real money ring game hands. I'm going to start that right now. And I put, well, as always, I put myself a second side challenge onto this. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a lot of fun. So, just playing regular Zoom tables I could do, but I think somebody suggested it in the comment section. To make it a little bit interesting, to spice things up, we're going to cover the Holecards today. So I just prepared a little bit of something here, just to give you an idea of what I'm going to be doing, so that you guys see that I'm actually not cheating. I'm going to just hold the cam like this while I'm playing, so that you guys know I am covering my Holecards. Alright, so let's go. It should be fun. 15 hands it is. So very first hand, I'm going to go a little bit closer. I think that works. Yeah, like this. So we're in the small blind. Since we're in the small blind and we're facing a button raise, and the guy is very short, I think we kind of have to fold. It also says fold please, so we're going to do him the favor and just fold to the shorter stack. I would usually 3-bet any hand that I would be playing there. So we're in the big blind next hand, and we're facing a 5-cent raise. So given that we're in the big blind, I would usually just call here with most of my hands. Since this guy now min 3-bets, I think he's going to be very strong, so I will probably fold the second hand as well. It makes sense. Third hand, we're on the button. So what we're trying to do basically is just making assumptions and good judgment plays. So somebody limps, we're going to try and isolate a limper on the button. That can't be too bad. So isolating to 9 cents. And we get a board. We have position, we have initiative. I'm going to be firing a C-bet on this flop for sure. Let's see what he does. He bets. Right, since he bets, I think We should be raising. I don't think he should have a queen, so we're just going to make it 30 cents at this point. If he bets half pot, I think he might just have something like pocket eights, and he folds, which is nice. We just won. First 21 cents. So we're in middle position next. Since we have been very tight, we're going to raise. Going to raise to 6 cents in middle position. Let me just check how many hands we actually have so far. I think we completed 8 out of 15, so this is hand number 9. We got a call on the button, and he says never respect Russian raises. Well, he should respect our raise then, since it's a German raise. Jack 8-3, 2 hearts. This is a pretty coordinated texture, so I'm going to put out a big bet just to protect my hand. And let's see what happens. So he calls. Right, he calls with some draws. The Jack's not a great card. I think I'm going to put out a half pot bet. A little bit more than half pot. I think I have some value. And I get a fold, which is nice. So he actually believed we have a Jack. 45 cents profit. That works out nicely. So next we have the cutoff. We're going to be playing quite loose from the cutoff, so I'm going to make it 6 cents. Should be raising for sure. I'm going to be really curious as to what hands we actually played. 10-9-3 rainbow. We're going to do on this flop. Guy donks into us. Since it worked so well, we're going to raise it up a notch here and just try and take it down. I mean, raising works well, I think. This is a great turn card, so he shouldn't have that. And we should be able to put a lot of pressure on him, and that's what we're going to do. So we're making a big bet, like close to pot. I think that's a good idea, because he should be folding some of his hands. Now he calls on the ace, which tells me that he either has queen jack or a 10, in which case that 10 just helped him. He could also have queen jack, of course, but he bets. He bets 30 cents. So can we hero call or not? That's the question. I mean, I don't think we should be folding in such a big pot for 30 cents, and we want to see the results. So I'm going to make a hero call. Let's see. Wow, and we actually won. I'm really curious. We had 2 pair aces and 10s, so we actually had an ace. That's nice. That's awesome. So hand number 11. From the big blind, we're going to call. I think calling is good. It's a little bit like flying blind when we call. And this is a great turn card. We're just going to put out a... I think I'm going to put out a twice pot bet to represent the straight flush. I want to represent a straight flush here. So that works. Nice. We're already in profit. We close to... So I'm going to fold in under the gun. I think we have to be tight in under the gun. And in the small blind, this should be fun. In the small blind, we're off course. We're raising. I mean, what else will we do in the small blind? Right. We're going to bet. I think we're going to bet big on this flop because it's so coordinated and draw heavy. Oh, we get a lot of folds here, so that works. Hand number 14. On the button, we're raising, just making it a little bit smaller. And we get 2 calls, very coordinated texture again. I think we are just betting a big amount here to define our hand. And we got 2 folds. So playing Zoom without hole cards apparently works pretty well. And this is the last hand, so we're just going to play it. For the reason being the last hand. And let's see if we can take it down. He doesn't want to fold the flop. Maybe he wants to fold the turn. If he doesn't fold, I think he could have some draws. He could have Jack 10. I'm just going to make a bluff, but I don't think... Yeah, I think bluffing is better than check calling, just because I feel like Oh, he has a set. Wow. So we just lost that last hand. I feel like it's better to bluff and try and take it down than to check call. I mean, we could only check fold then. So we're gonna fold. But now I'm gonna be curious. So we actually ended up in profit. Tear down the Team Online patch. Put the camera back up. And now I'm really curious to see what hands we actually played. So let's go back and have a look at the replayer. That should be fun. I think we just took down all these pots. So that was the first one. Just gonna tear that up. Get folded into. We got 7-6 on the button. That was the first hand. We raised and we took it down, which is nice. Next hand we had pocket sixes in the small blind. And we raised. Somebody else folded. Whoops. Oh no, that was a lot later. Okay, so I see. These are backwards. Alright, so we're gonna go backwards. That was the 8-6 one. Why doesn't it go further back? Let me see. Oh yeah, we had Jack 4, we bluffed into a set. I can see that. Now we had 10-8 on this board. This is really interesting that both guys folded. We raised pre-flop, those guys called, we c-bet, and both guys folded. With the Jack 7, we took it down, just with pure aggression. What happened here? I think we just folded. Under the gun fold, very good fold with 7 deuce suited. Why not? Wow, we actually had the nut flush. That's interesting. So we had, you know, what is the second nuts? Not quite the second nuts, I guess. Ace queen is the nuts, and then queen X is the second nuts. So we had the third nuts. Oh well. Anyways, betting with the third nuts can't be too bad. So here we actually put pressure on the opponent with a raise on the flop. Raising pre-flop is nice. He called. We raised the flop. He called for protection. We hit our ace, so we bet big. And we had him bluff into us on the river, and we made a hero call, which is nice. Sweet. Now, what was this one? I raised 6 deuce suited. It's too loose. But anyways, I was able to take it down with a double barrel. That's nice. Yeah, just a pure bluff, and he folded. So, lesson learned. 3-7 offsuit, quite a loose ISO raise, but anyways, we flop a queen. We were representing the queen because it doesn't make a lot of sense that he actually has a queen. So, wow. How did? Oh, I remember this one. This was just a raise and a re-raise, so we ended up folding. We would have made the nuts, the super nuts actually on the turn. Yeah, super nuts on the turn. And that was one of the very first ones. Yeah, the ace-6. I think it's a clear fold. Oh well, we didn't play all too bad, even with covered hole cards. And we also made a little bit of a profit, except for the last hand, which was the triple barrel bluff, which we might have, you know, we might have avoided. But anyways, I'm just going to register for the shootout, and that's it. And have fun completing your challenge today, guys. See you tomorrow and in the upcoming days, and stay tuned for the update on the blog update and the on the PokerStars VIP party in Hamburg. If you ever have a stop that's someplace near you, make sure to go there. It's really cool. It was an awesome time as always. All right, that's it for today. See you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.